We want strong borders. Without borders, you don't have a country.
If I have the honor of being president, I will end the Muslim ban on day one.
Progress on President Donald Trump's Mexico border wall has been limited, but his vow to crack down on illegal immigration and reshape legal immigration to America has remained at the forefront of his White House agenda. Would-be President Joe Biden has promised to rescind many of those policies and advance his own agenda if he wins the November 3rd election. Here's a look at where the two contenders stand on coronavirus immigration restrictions, the travel ban, and Dreamers. Trump dramatically curtailed immigration and travel into the United States during the coronavirus pandemic.
In the last few months during the coronavirus pandemic, he's used the public health and economic crises to justify a series of even more extreme restrictions on both legal and illegal immigration as well. So it's been an animating feature of his presidency from day one.
That included new rules announced in July that could have forced tens of thousands of international students to leave the country if their schools held all classes online. In response to the policy, Biden tweeted his support for the international students, saying, quote, "They study here, innovate here, they make America who we are," he said. Donald Trump doesn't get that. Faced with broad opposition from colleges, business associations, tech companies, and labor unions, the Trump administration later abandoned the plan. During the pandemic, Trump also restricted the entry of many foreign workers and immigrants seeking green cards. He said the move would help U.S. workers amid the coronavirus battered economy. Biden countered that it was to distract the public from the administration's pandemic response. In 2017, Trump signed an order banning entry to immigrants from 7 Muslim-majority countries. A federal court blocked the initial ban, but in 2018, the Supreme Court upheld an amended version that has since been expanded to other countries. Biden says the executive order discriminates against Muslims.
Under this administration, we've seen an unconscionable rise in Islamic phobia.
He's promised to rescind the, quote, Muslim ban on day one of his presidency.
I mean, one of the things about immigration, unlike a lot of the other policy areas that are important, is the president has an enormous amount of authority. He doesn't need, or she, or whoever the president is, does not need congressional approval to do a lot of these things. When Biden says that, for instance, he's going to reverse the ban on those Muslim majority countries, he can just do that with the authority of the presidency.
The DACA program, launched by then-President Barack Obama in 2012, grants deportation relief and work permits to over 600,000 mostly Hispanic young adults known as Dreamers. President Trump views the program as unlawful and has repeatedly tried to end it. In June, the Supreme Court ruled against Trump's 2017 decision to rescind DACA. In July, the administration announced they will reject any new applications for the Dreamer immigrant program and shorten the deportation protections of those whose eligibility is soon to expire. Biden has vowed to strengthen protections for Dreamers and make them eligible for federal student aid. Biden's also promised to end a widely condemned and visibly distressing Trump immigration policy, namely the forced separation of children from parents or guardians detained on the Mexico border.